Hey, how you doing? This is Gina Versa from the Walk Press Movie Podcast. Today we are talking about the film The Eagles of the Republic. It's an interview, and we're honored to have Faris on the podcast to talk the film. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. It's good being here.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you.
Um,
But yeah, no, love the film. Watched it last night. It was incredible film. But just throwing out the first question. What'd you think when you first read the script for this film?
when I first read the script, I thought it was wow, this is like an amazing script, very intense, and it has so many different layers because you didn't really know where it was going. It could go like into so many places, and there's also like I don't want to there's something that happens towards the end of the film that you didn't you could expect. And also like the character was very multi-layered and in a way very challenging, but I love that about projects. So yeah, it was a very, if I would say one word, would be like it's a very intelligent script, and I like that challenge.
Yeah, yeah. And then just going off of that, can you talk a little bit just the character you play? He's an actor and just kind of some of the nuance that you bring to the performance. I know it's like kind of, it's like a political thriller, but it also has like some levity, or it has a lot of, humor at the beginning, or
Yeah.
the scene where you're talking to, your character's son and everything. How is it kind of balancing some of the different tones of the film?
Well, in a way, it just you make the character. You kind of like the first thing you do is like you read the script and then you get an idea about for a person that you want to do. Yeah, so one of the challenging parts about the character was like you didn't I c- like I spoke to Tarek about it and I said like this guy I don't know he's a little bit challenging because you don't really like him in the beginning because he's like, one of those personas like larger than life uh, actor. And because you needed to know what kind of actor he is, you needed to show some of those stuffs, like how other people perceive him. And then you see him like he's lying to a lot of people around him, especially the closer they are, the more of an asshole he is to them. But then after a while, when you keep reading and you just like you start thinking, well, at the same time, this guy is kind of like very he takes his profession very seriously. He really loves his job and he wants the best for his son and all that stuff. So it made him a little bit more like human. And because he was human, also, you started liking him when you see him in different situations, like he's buying Viagra for himself. That's funny. It makes it more human, and then also you start liking him because of that. So yeah, it was kind of like when I get to set, everything is kind of like prepared. Like I lost a lot of weight and everything was there. So it was just doing the scenes patiently. I wouldn't say like one scene was more difficult than the other, or that transitioning from a scene that was funny to something that was a bit more serious. Like it all has its challenges, but it's still fun to do.
Yeah, yeah, it's just the process and everything.
Exactly.
hmm But then just kind of going off of just production and everything, how was it like you guys filmed in Istanbul for the film?
Yeah,
Yeah, can you
we
talk
did
about
film in Istanbul. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, sorry, come again.
Oh yeah, can you talk a little bit about filming there? Yeah.
Well, I love filming in Istanbul. It's such a vibrant, great city, and they have great food and great vibe. To me, I've been like to I filmed in Ankara in 2005. It was such a huge difference between filming in Istanbul. I'd love to go back to Istanbul and film. Really easy to travel to as well from Stockholm.
Mhm.
So it was great. I mean, I was working, we were shooting like 6 days a week. So I didn't have much time off, but it was still a great city to be in and to film in. Everything is working. The crew is really good there. And yeah, it was great.
Yeah, no, it sounds amazing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then this is the third film in kind of like a trilogy with working with Turk Saleh. How
Yeah.
is it? Yeah, how is it reuniting with him?
It's great. It's always so interesting, and I always can't wait to kind of like read his next strip script because we talk about the ideas because like we were already talking about some stuff. We've got like maybe four different things that we're talking about,
Yeah,
and when he finally decides on what idea he wants to go with and develop a script for it, it's so it's always such a pleasure to read the script because they're always so intelligent and the characters in there are so fun to do because of the layers. Very rarely you would see something that's only one note, or you would know like in the beginning, like, oh, it's this type of guy or something like that. So you would um, get, most surprised. You will get sometimes shocked, maybe, and it just brings a lot to the script. Also, because we know each other so well, we kind of like develop the character together, and to have that, is incredible. It's just incredible.
yeah, no, it's yeah, really good working relationship.
Yeah.
And then yeah, some of the crew, cast for previous films, how was it reuniting with actors that you worked before or crew that you worked before?
Well, that's always so good and nice to see them, uh, especially like guys that I worked with on the first film that we did together, the Nile Hilton incident. I think it's called something else in English, though,
Mhm.
Counter Confidential or something like that.
Yeah.
The first one that was in Sundance. Uh, and some of them are like Egyptian actors, and it's really hard for them to kind of like leave the country and work. And one of the dudes is he also I work with him with the dialect, the Egyptian accent, and I work with him like for like 4 or 5 weeks, I would say more maybe, before we start shooting, and then every day he's there on set with me, and like we're shooting 6 days a week, but on the seventh day, I I force him to come to the hotel so we can work on the upcoming week, and yeah, it was really nice seeing him because he's been there with us from the beginning when we did the first film already, which was 2017. So it's been a while.
Yeah. And then just kind of going back when you're talking about the film's themes, talk a little bit about, some of the importance of the film right now, because it's, dealing with like censorship and other things. It feels like more timely than ever. Mm.
Well, the film is about military dictatorship in a way, and then someone that, using abusing his power.
Hmm.
And you don't have to travel far to kind of like,
Yeah.
see what's going on in the world to see that that's happening. Even in a country like the US, where you would think that you'd very protected by Congress and the Senate. And, like the person sitting there, he's kind of like just doing whatever he wants. And he's got those like this military guy
Hmm.
that's kind of like also like a villain. I mean, even if I read something in a script and it was like that a guy saying this stuff that he's saying, like Hank said, I would be like, what is this guy? That's like, who wrote this character? It's like it's not
Yeah.
believable.
Yeah.
The stuff that he was saying. So, to me, the film is very much. I mean, I know it's set in Egypt, but you can relate it to it wherever you are, basically, right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. And then, the film had its film festival circuit last year. Can you talk a bit about just being at some of the festivals like Cannes and yeah, Toronto and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing being like premiering something at Cannes. That like, there's nothing bigger than being at the Cannes Film Festival. just the red carpet, all like it's like 3,000 photographers, where you're walking up there and then you screen your film and you see it's a huge theater and everybody's just watching involved. You can hear them laugh and breathe or not breathe, and then you have like the standing ovation at the end of the film. You're just standing there in the middle and everybody's just applauding you for like 10 minutes at least, and
Yeah.
it's just a different feeling.
Hmm.
It's it's really movie lovers, and it's really nice to be there, and yeah, I can't wait to go there again.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next film. Yeah, Con seems incredible.
Yeah,
Um, mhm. But
you
yeah,
should go if you haven't.
oh no, yeah, I've never been to France actually. Yeah, I've been to London and Ireland, but yeah, France definitely. I've been to
Yeah.
the Toronto Festival, so con.
Yeah, yeah, we were there last year, but that was also great. It's like it was on his first trip to Canada, but it was great. Really
Yeah,
nice.
it's a good festival. But
Yeah,
yeah, just kind of winding down here. The film comes out, I believe, April 17th in the US.
that's
How do you,
correct.
yeah, how do you hope audiences will connect with the film in the US and just like the release and everything?
I just hope like and that people go watch it and see because they can, like I said, they can relate to it like because it's happening basically
Yeah.
uh, where you live. So yeah. Can't wait to see like how it does in the US actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
yeah, it would be great. But yeah, no, I think yeah, we're just kind of yeah, just out of time, but I just want to say thank you for being on
Thank
the
you.
show. Yeah, it was a great film. Yeah, any listeners, please check it out April 17th in theaters.
Yes. Thank you.